Alright, are you recording?
Yeah.
Alright, hey guys.
I'm just gonna let it go so that, because you can cut out stuff.
Right. Hey guys, my name is Russell Brevard. I'm from Vermont and have an overactive bladder. This is kind of the first time I've ever talked to you guys on the camera. I don't really know. I'm not very good at this. My cousin's like, you never talk to the camera. I'm like, I'm talking on the phone to these dang people try to get that stuff straight. You know, they cheat me on these products and stuff in Disney World, and they don't even know a Splash Mountain goes upside down. And I'm thinking, man, how the heck do you think it goes upside down? It's got water, and if it goes upside down, the water's gonna fall out, duh. You know, and they don't even know. But I'm gonna show you guys how to solve a Rubik's Cube. You've probably seen these. They've been around for a long time. I don't know, you ever guys have been to Walmart? They got these on a toy aisle, and people, you look at them and like, oh, it's all, that looks cool, you know, and then they mix them up. People mix them up, and then they just sit there mixed up because they can't solve it. But I'm going to teach you guys how to solve. Hey, cuz, here, look. You guys, I got this Rubik's. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's solved. It's all the colors is supposed to be on one side. Here, cuz, make that up for me so they don't think I'm cheating. Because people think you're cheating. They think you got some kind of trick algorithm or something, you know. But I'll tell you what, my cousin getting mad at me. He's like, you're always working on that Rubik's Cube, you know. But he sits over there and watches that dang wrestling. And people just beat each other up. They beat each other senseless for no reason. It don't make no sense. So anyway, I think you gotta be smart to solve this. It doesn't rot your brain. I don't think. Here, cuz, give me that. I'll show you. First, what you want to do is you want to find your white center, which is this piece right here. Usually it says Rubik's on it, unless you got some kind of fancy brand. And them suckers are expensive. You can just like tap them though, and they go really turn real fast. And you guys will get into that later, and you get into more advanced cubing. Anyway, what you want to do is find your white center. You want to work on what's called your white cross, which is these pieces. Edge pieces are these. These are your corner, and these are edges. So anyway, there's already a white edge piece right there. So you flip that over and line it up with a blue right there. So you got that. Anyway, and here's an edge orange piece, so you flip that one around, get it on the orange side. Here, oh, that sometimes it's kind of tricky, so you want to flip that around like that, get that up there. So now you got your white and blue and your white and orange edge pieces. So that's how you do that. You want to get all of them. Here's your red one. You flip that around like that, get that over there. Now you got that, and get your green, go like that. So now, and flip that back. So now you got your white. That's called your white cross, like that. Some people are offended by that term, but I find it to be mutually exclusive, if that means anything to you. Anyway, next you want to get your white corners. That'll be your first layer. This layer right here. So you take your cube, you look at it. You got a white corner right there with a white. It's got green and red, so you want that one to be over here because you got your green and red center. So you flip that around like that, flip that like that, get that. Now, this thing gets jammed up sometimes and it annoys me, but see, now you got that piece in the right place. So you want to get all those. Here you got your, here you got your white with your blue and red. Yeah, blue and red corner. So you want to, I messed up my white center, get that back there. Okay, my white edge piece right there was messed up. I didn't pay attention to that. Anyway, you got to get that one right there. So you flip that around like that, get that up there. Now you got that. See, because a lot of people don't realize your corners, you got to look at both of those sides and make sure they match your center, because your centers don't change. I mean, they flip around and stuff, but always going to be the same in relation to each other. That's kind of the trick to the cube, you know. You want to get that one. So now I need, I just look and find them. I see here I got one That's a corner piece with green and yellow, or green and orange, so that's good. That's already in the right place, but as you can see, it's jacked up and needs to be flipped around. That ain't gonna work like that. You never gonna solve it. Like you flip it around like that, you get it up there like that. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, you got one more white corner piece. It's down there, and it's supposed to be up here with the white on top, so you flip it around like that. And you go. So now, that's what you call your first layer. And a lot of people, mistakenly, when they try to first solve the cube, they get them all white colored on the top, and then they look at the side and it's all jacked up and there's all different colors. And I'm like, dang it, man, that ain't the way you do it. It's got to match up with each center. You got to look them centers, you know, and people don't realize that, you know. But I tell you what, I tried to call that 800 number to see if there was one that could help me solve the cube, but they don't really have numbers. Those guys aren't. I mean, they all like, oh, send me an email and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I know how to call 800 numbers and ask people, you know. I'm like, well, you can go on YouTube and look at them. Them YouTube people are weird, though, man. I don't know. They have all this stuff on YouTube, like people trying to do contouring tutorials. Like, they show their face and like, well, if your cheekbone, you know, sticking out too much, you can put some of this dark stuff right here. And I'm like, well, god dang it, man, can't you just be happy with the cheekbones you got, you know? People are weird on that YouTube. I don't know if I like you, but anyway, what you want to work on next is your second layer, or the middle layer, as they call it. So what you want to do, as you can see, these is all jacked up. These ain't where they're supposed to be. So you want to take one of these edge pieces, which is these are corner pieces, these are edge pieces, and these are center pieces. That's probably important terminology that you should learn before you attempt to solve this thing. But you see, this one had no yellow on it, so what I would do is take and flip that around to the blue side, because it's got blue right there, and if you look at it, it's got orange on top. So that's going to go over there. That's where that's supposed to be. That's that piece's home, as we call it in the cubing world, right, cuz? Yeah, he's not talking to me right now. He's mad. He gets mad at me. Watch it then. Now he's playing a dang video game. He was watching wrestling. He turned it off. He was like, this isn't violent enough for me right now. They're not beating each other up. And now he's playing them games where he's like, hey, he looked like he's in a dang graveyard or something. That's so weird, man. I don't know. He talking about this cube rotting my brain, and he's over there like planting stuff in a graveyard. Like, that don't make no sense. I mean, how can this rot your brain? This will make you smart. If you can solve this, I would say you are dang near genius level. You think? Cuz, you think you're genius? My cuz don't. He don't like to talk. Anyway, you guys see how that's right there? It's blue and it's on that side, but that ain't the right place for it. You know why? Because it don't match up with that center. So it's got to be over here with the orange center. So the move to do that is like this, and you get it around there. See, now it's in the right place, and you still haven't messed up this side. That's a lot of important too. You can't mess up already what you've done, because I don't know. Like, you guys ever been to Walmart? Like, if you walk through Walmart and you pick up a shirt and you're like, oh, I don't like it, you know, and you put it back, but you don't put it back where it goes. You're kind of messing up what you already did. People have to come back later and put that where it's supposed to be. It's kind of the same concept. But anyway, if you working on that second layer still, see, this one doesn't have any yellow, so you want to take that. You see you got red here, so you want to flip it around to the red center side, and that goes over there. That's its home right there, because that's a red green edge piece. So to do that, you go on like that. Now that's in its right place. See that? If you guys can see that, I don't know if you can see that. Or I don't know if the lighting is real good on this video, but anyway, you get the gist of it, right? So you want to take one that doesn't have any yellow. This is the only one right now that does. So you flip that, because that's got blue on that side, so you flip it around to the blue side, and its home is over here because it's red, and that's red right there. You can see that. So the move to do that is the same move. So there's one more right there that's jacked up, looks like. I'm going to get that sucker where he needs to be, though, because, you know, it's supposed to be over there. And if you flip that, see, that piece is right there, the one that goes there, but you don't want them there because that's the green side, so you flip them around to the orange side. I call it the orange side just because the orange is the center. So the move to do that is the same move. You want to get him over here, so you do like that. And there's more advanced ways to do this, which I may get into in a later video. But anyway, see, now you've got your first two layers, which we call F2L in the cubing world, right, cuz? Cuz ain't talking. But anyway, now what you've got, you want to look at this, you want to work on your yellow cross. Because that's a lot different than your white cross, because you got a whole mess over here that you can't mess up. You got to keep that all correct. You know, you can't mess that up. You can't do it the same way. So if you got like an L like that, you want the L. You don't worry about the corner pieces. You want to look at these. Don't let the corner pieces throw you off at this point. You want to look at that. So you got kind of like an L, and you want to put that up there like a backwards L in the upper left, and you go like this. You do like a dive move. You go like this. Is that right, cuz you do the dive? Oh yeah, I think so. You go like and now you've got that. You've got a horizontal line, which what you want to do is take that and make it horizontal. So as you're looking at it like that, you look at it like that, and you put that and you hold it. So it's, you don't want to hold it like this. You want to hold it like that. If that makes any sense to you guys, you hold it like this. So, and you do that same move again like that. Now you've got your yellow cross, but see, this is where a lot of people mess up. Hey, man, you guys ever go to McDonald's? Because they got them Big Macs. That is a fine sandwich. That's really good. They got them 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. That sucker is good, man, let me tell you. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. Sometimes they have them inside Walmart too, which is a bonus. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been to Walmart. Some of you I think maybe have. I don't know. You comment below if you ever been to Walmart. I don't know. You ever been to Walmart, cuz? Cuz they ain't talking to me. But anyway, what you want to do, you got the yellow cross, but as you can see, you always got to watch these centers. That's important. That's the most important part of this cube, which people don't realize. People think, oh, I got this color thrown in, and you know, and I'm gonna go, well, that doesn't matter because it doesn't match up to the center, god dang it. But right now, see how that's correct. That come correct right there. When you got that yellow and orange, you got the yellow and blue. That's correct. And sometimes you get lucky on that step and you'll get all 4 of them correct. But right now, you got 2 correct. And the 2 are kind of, what's the word? Adjacent? I guess adjacent is the word. You want to take those 2 correct ones and put them as you're looking at the cube in the upper right. And you want to do a move that we call the visitor, which goes like this. See, now they're all correct. Now they're all correct. Now what you want to do, you're pretty close to the end here. If you guys are following along with me and you're excited, you're like, God dang it, I can almost solve that thing. If people are following along at home, you can go to Walmart and get one of these for like $8, which I think is kind of expensive. But you know, back when I was a kid, they was like $5 at the most. But anyway, you got them all correct. What you want to do, look for next, is one of these pieces being in the correct position. And when I say correct position, I don't mean that it's correct. See, like, you look here, you see how it's blue, red, and yellow? That's yellow, blue, red, and yellow. So that's in its correct corner. But it is, you know, it's, as you could see, it's all twerked like that, you know, it's all jacked around like that. And that's a problem, you know, because that ain't solved when it's like that. Right, cuz? Yeah, cuz still ain't. I taught my cuz how to do it, and he's pretty good at it, but he doesn't really have the skills to explain to people how to do it like I do, you know, because I'm pretty good at, you know, I kind of have a way with words. I don't know if you guys know, but I'll tell you what, my ultimate goal is to become a speed cubing champion. There's lots of fancy ways you can do it. I'm showing you guys kind of the beginner method, but you can get like, and then if you get really good at it, you can apply to the speed cubing championships, and you can go to Des Moines, Iowa, like the public library, and they will pay your airfare, and they will pay your entry fee into the library, which I think that's free, but they said they pay for it. But they will pay for your airfare and your hotel room to the Des Moines, Iowa public library. If you get real good at that sucker and you can solve it in like 30 seconds, and I'm not even close to that right now. I'm about 2 minutes. You know, I average about a minute 50 maybe. But anyway, what you want to do, see how that one's in the correct spot. And right now you don't even want to worry about where, you know, whether the yellow's on top or nothing. That doesn't even matter right now. So you hold that one, you want to hold the cube where that's facing you, and that needs to be in the upper right. And you go, there's a move that we call the Twin Towers. That may be offensive to some, but I won't go into the details of why we call it that, but we just do it like this, like that. Anyway, there's that. Sometimes you got to do it twice, because as you can see, that piece is still correct. That one's going to stay the same. It should, unless you're messing up. But these pieces are still incorrect, so I have to do it again one more time. So, as you can see, look at that. This one is in the correct spot because it's green, red, and yellow, which you got green, red, and yellow centers. And a lot of people think it's real easy. They think there's just some kind of algorithm. They think you can just like memorize some long move from the start. And I'm like, no, but every non-cuber is like, oh, it's just an algorithm. And I'm like, no, there's no algorithm. It's a bunch of steps, and you got to position the cube properly at each point. And I'm like, God dang it, man, you know. But I get so frustrated. But anyway, right now, as you can see, there are, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but they're all in the correct position. They're just not orientated, right? Orientated. Is orientated the right word? Cuz still ain't talking. Cuz is still mad at me at that trip out to California, and went to the Grand Canyon. And Steuben had an accident at the Grand. I tell you what, I tried to teach Steuben how to solve this thing. He's like, oh, Steuben, I don't have no hands. How am I supposed to solve that Rubik cube? And I was like, God dang it, man, don't let their disabilities hinder you, you know. You gotta be positive, you know, Steuben. Face your future, you know, and be aggressive. Be aggressive, you know, Steuben. And he's like, he just gives up so easy. I get frustrated with him, and then he just goes, I'm just Steuben, I have no hand, I can't solve the Rubik's cube, you know. And I'm like, Steuben, don't let that hold you back, Steuben. You can do anything if you just try. You can solve that Rubik's cube if you just try. And he looks at me and he's like, don't think I can do it, you know, I don't have no hands. I don't even have no feet. I can't even get over to cross the room to pick up the Rubik's Cube, you know. And he gets so mad, you know. My cousin's like, man, you give students such a hard time, you know, and he's like, but I'm like, I'm just trying to encourage him, you know. And he's like, God, I get so frustrated. Steuben, you will solve this Rubik Cube one day. I can put it in his pocket so you can just hold it there. Oh, it don't fit. It don't quite fit in his pocket. But anyway, Steuben, you just sit right there and watch me. You've probably been watching this and you will learn how to do it. And he's like, oh, I still don't have no hands. But anyway, you guys, you see how I've got these pieces. They're all correctly orientated. What you want to do, so that one's correct. That one is totally correct. You want to take the first messed up one. You want to turn that so this side is facing you and that piece is in the upper right. And what you do is go like this. And that's how you solve the Rubik's Cube. I don't know. It takes a little practice. There's a guy that I learned it from. I mean, I did it back in the day, and I had all these complex theories and algorithms and stuff, and it was hard. But there's this guy, Elijah Berry, that I learned it from on YouTube, and I will post the link below. How to get to his channel where he shows you how to do it, but I would post the link below. I don't really know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, but anyway, you guys check out Elijah Berry and you can solve this. It's not that hard. Anyway, eventually I'll be getting into showing you guys how to solve this one, which I can do. You know, my cousin says, oh, you get wasting your time trying to solve that 5x5 cube, you know. Like, what is that? How is that going to benefit you in life ever in any way? And I'm like, man, you play them dang video games, you know. And I'm like, I can solve this sucker, you know. Even if it means nothing to anyone else, I can solve that dang thing. And he's like, yeah, it's just a waste of time. It's rotting your brain trying to solve them cubes. And I'm like, I get so frustrated. I get mad at it. But anyway, you guys have a good night and good luck working on your cube.